The following is a presentation of KBEK Sports, local sports.
With the goal on the shorthander.
A Q Media Group production.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I mean, he can't miss.
Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the Nice 95.5 mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
And he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Mora High School for tonight's Great River Conference 6AA matchup here on WCMP and KBEK. I am Ethan Game Day Gilman, and boy, oh boy, are we in for a good one here tonight out at Mora High School. You can see on the screen WCMP, Nice 95.5, Pine City, Mora, going to go at it here this evening as we are at Mora High School. Well, it is time to get right into the Here's the Pitch pregame show, brought to you by Here's the Pitch in North Branch. They are the area's premier indoor training facility. They've got fast pitch, slow pitch, and baseball batting cages. And you can tune up your swing at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. And before we get too deep into this game and talking about these two teams, how they've done in the previous matchup that they had, let's go ahead and hear a word from our fine sponsors. We can't do it without our fine sponsors. We won't be able to be out here without our fine sponsors either. And they're also allow us to bring you this game for free. So a word from our fine sponsors, then we'll be back to the pregame here on WCMP and KBEK.
This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one classic Edge HDX.
The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating.
It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
At First National Bank of Malacca, with offices in Malacca, Isle, Gilman, and Zimmerman, they pride themselves on providing small-town, personalized customer service with updated technology solutions that allow you to bank with them anytime, anywhere, whether you value calling or stopping in to talk to a real live banker, or value the convenience of online or mobile banking. They've got you covered. If you're looking for a bank that cares about you or your community, come to First National Bank at one of their 4 branch offices. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here on WCMP and KBEK, it's time now to get deeper into our Here's the Pitch pregame show, brought to you by, of course, Here's the Pitch in North Branch. We're out in Mora High School this evening for this big-time Great River Conference matchup and 6AA matchup. This is going to be a big one for both teams, not just because of conference wins that are on the line, but a win in the section, and a section win here tonight for either of these squads could do a lot for their section standing. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Taking a look at the Pine City Dragons as of right now, they are sitting in the 7th spot, just over Royalton at 13-10. They're 1-4 in section play, scoring 55 points per game, also giving up 53. Now, the reason why this is so big is Pine City beat Mora last week, and another win over a section opponent could give them a little bit better of positioning. Now, right now, Pine City has a QRF of 93. They could jump as far as into the 4th spot with a win here tonight. All they need is 4 points, to overtake Kimball for that 4th seed in the playoffs. A win here tonight would be plenty to get into that number 4 seed. And the better seeding you get, well, the better matchups that you're going to have in the playoffs, because the higher seeding you get, the lower remaining seed that you get into the playoffs. Obviously, the top 8 seeds get a home playoff game, so that's what they're aiming for at this point and trying to hold on to. And Again, their win over Mora is going to do numbers, but they need to win here tonight to continue to help themselves and try and give themselves a home playoff game. Otherwise, they're going to have to go on the road for the first playoff game. Not that that is a bad thing, but it just makes it a little bit more tough. So as we go throughout here and taking a look at Pine City on the season, they're 13-10, but if we take a closer look, man, this record could be just immensely higher. And, I think this is going to be a team that in the playoffs, I don't think anybody's going to want to face, if I'm being honest. You take a look at this season. Their first game of the season, they lost by 3 to a really tough Zimmerman team. That Zimmerman team has a 90 QRF. They lost by 3. Then they beat Ogilvie, lost to St. Croix Prep. And, again, they're 13-10 on the season. Take a look at just some of the losses they've had, some of the close ones. St. Cloud Cathedral, they lost by 4. Should have definitely won that game. Legacy Christian Academy, lost by 1. Definitely should have won that game. Malacca, they lost by 13. Now, that one's going to be the one that deceives a lot of people because they lost by 13, but they were the better team in that game. They lost that game, but they were the better team, so absolutely should have won that game. And then they most recently lost to Bram. That's another one that they absolutely could have won. So you take a look at this record, they could easily, very easily, by only a possession or two, be 4 wins better, which would make them 17-6 on the season. And with that type of record, we're talking about them in the 3rd to 2nd place spot in the section standings. So they could absolutely, with that type of record, be talking about the number 2 or 3 seed in the playoffs. So there have been just a couple of games where it's been like, man, 1 or 2 more bounces go their way and they win it. Now, in saying that, they have played some really good teams and have beat them. One of them being Aiken and Hastings. Actually, 2 of them being Aiken and Hastings. Aiken is a conference team that they beat. They beat Hastings. Hastings is a 4A school out of Section 3. That Hastings team is very, very tough. Taking a look at Hastings, they're 14-9 on the season. So that win for Pine City definitely helps them in the QRF. Another team that they were able to beat, Concordia Academy. They're a fairly good team in the QRF as well. They've had a couple of big wins. They beat Esco, that's a good team. They beat Barnum, another really good team. They beat Moose Lake Willow River, a really good team. They beat Mora and Aiken again. So they've got some really good wins on the season. They have some close losses. And looking at the close losses, Bram on Monday night, when they played that team, I don't think many people expected them to be as close as it was. But let me tell you something. This Pine City team, after the new year, has just turned the page in such a good way. They are a much better and different team, and they are starting to put it together. One of the biggest talking points was if they could just put it together for a whole game. They weren't able to put it together, it felt like, for an entire game. After the new year, it seems like almost every game they are putting it together for an entire game. There have been a couple, Legacy Christian Academy, Malacca, that you see. You can't say the Bram lost because, man, they did everything in that game. So there have only been a few after the new year where it's like, they just didn't play a complete game. We look at the last time Pine City played Bram at home. That was a 75-46 loss. Now the loss on Monday hurts, but not as much, seeing as how they only lost 55-47. And 3 of those, actually a few more of those points for Bram came kind of in garbage time when they were just kind of draining the rest of the clock. So that game for Pine City, I think, really shows them how good they can truly be into the playoffs. And I think it also shows other teams that, hey, this team is not just going to come into a game and just give you the win just because, you might have the better record or might be the number 1 team in your section. No, Pine City is going to go out and battle you for the 36 minutes they're out on the court, and it is not going to be easy. And I am so excited. I can't wait for this game here tonight. It is going to be a great one. Good news for Pine City, and it might be just great news, and we'll get into that in just a moment. But first, we want to go and look at Mora and see how they have done this year. Their record also really not bad, 14-8. The QRF has not done them any favors. They only have a 76 QRF. Pine City has a 93. Mora is 1-3 in the section, but they're 14-8 overall. 60 points per game is what they score, giving up 53 points per game. So the QRF really hasn't helped them at all. So it's been kind of interesting to see this team and see where they'll wind up. I really do believe once the seeding is done, they'll wind up with the home playoff game. Whether the win or loss tonight, I still think they'll wind up with a home playoff game just because I do think that they are much better than what their QRF score shows. And, again, their record, I think, shows exactly who they are. They only lost to Piers by 16. Now, you might be thinking, well, that's 16 points, Ethan. But trust me, it was a close 16. Their next loss was 1 point to Barnum. 1. They lost only by 7 to Bram. And then they had a couple of lopsided losses as well. But they only lost to Legacy Christian Academy by 7. Lost to Pine City again last week on Wednesday by, 4-7. I'm terrible at math, so don't judge me. But then they beat Aiken by 4 and beat Mille Lacs yesterday by, a lot. It was a lopsided game. So this Mora team has put it together this year, and my goodness, it is so much fun to see what this team has become. The last few years, as long as I've been here, they've been kind of a team hovering around and under 500. The last couple of years, they've been at and around 500. This year, they have far exceeded what I think anyone expected them to do. Maybe not themselves or the coaches here or even the fans, but I think a lot of people thought, okay, they could possibly be around that 500 mark again and be a really tough team to beat. But I think they are so much better than that, and they don't get the recognition they deserve just because they may not have some of the more well-known names that other teams have, and that's unfortunate because, you should know their names. Axtell Sisters, obviously, you got to know them. You know, they got Kellish, they got Kastenbauer, both Kastenbauers on there, Schwarzbauer, Hagen. They got a bunch of names that you need to know and remember for the future because this is also a young team for Mora. They're going to have a good chunk of this team come back next year. I think there's only a handful, probably less than a handful of seniors on the squad this year. So Mora's going to bring back a good chunk of this group next year, and they can only get better. They have only gotten better as the season has gone along. So it's going to be a really fun matchup tonight to see who is going to win this one because, again, a win tonight will catapult either team's section standing so much further than what it is right now. And if you're Pine, a win puts you probably into the top 4 or 5. A win for Mora easily puts you into the top 8, but how far into the top 8 can they go? And I think they can go and reach that top 5 themselves as well. For Mora, the rest of the way, they'll have 4 games left, including this one. Pillager next Tuesday, then St. Cloud Cathedral next Thursday, then they finish up at Spectrum next Friday. So a 3-game week before heading into the playoffs the week after that. Those 3 games are so important because 2 of them are section games against St. Cloud Cathedral and Spectrum. So even if they drop this game here tonight, win or lose, but if they drop this one, they can still get into the top 8 with 2 wins next week. If they win this game and go and win the rest of the way, top 4 easy. There's no question that they should be a top 4 team in this section, especially if they were to win the rest of the way. For Pine City, it's tonight. They have 2 games only next week, Spectrum at home and St. Francis. If they're able to win out, beating Mora tonight, Spectrum on Tuesday, and then St. Francis next Friday, easily a top 3 team. They should no doubt bounce over Kimball for that number 3 seed. Number 2 seed and number 1 seed are pretty well set in Foley and Malacca, so there's not much change going to happen there. But they could absolutely, if they win out, get into that number 3 seed here by the time the playoffs start. I said it before we talked about Mora. I said there was a little bit of good news, great news for Pine City, and there is. You might be able to see her out there. Let's see if we can't find her right there in that number 23 jersey. Vivian Lottie is back this evening, folks, for Pine City. Vivian Lottie has been out since the Malacca game for the Dragons, and that's been since the middle of January. She has been out for a while with an injury after that Malacca game. So she has been patiently putting in the work to try and get back. They were talking about it. They weren't sure if it was going to be tonight or if they were going to wait till next week and kind of get her in right before playoffs and get her a couple games in. But she has been ready, and she has been warming up the last couple games. Last game she was out there warming up with the team, and I don't know, she looked ready to play to me, but they wanted to take one more game and be like, all right, let's be cautious and let's do this the right way, and I think they did. She is back tonight in a big-time game, and they are going to need her. She has been kind of the spark for this team. She has hit a bunch of shots early in games where it's like, okay, this team needs a spark, and boom, there she is with the spark. Whether it's a three, whether it's a hard drive to the basket for a layup, it doesn't matter. She is hitting them, and she has been getting this team off to really good starts when she's out there, and I have no doubt in my mind that is going to be the same case here this evening as she will be back out on the court. But that is going to do it for our Here's the Pitch pregame show. We're going to go ahead, hear word from our fine sponsors. When we return, we'll be set for tip-off here on KBK and WCMP.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the third or fourth level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Get your quote today at pineagency.us. Pineagency.us.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
At First National Bank of Malacca, with offices in Malacca, Isle, Gilman, and Zimmerman, they pride themselves on providing small-town, personalized customer service with updated technology solutions that allow you to bank with them anytime, anywhere, whether you value calling or stopping in to talk to a real live banker, or value the convenience of online or mobile banking. They've got you covered. If you're looking for a bank that cares about you or your community, come to First National Bank at one of their 4 branch offices. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the third or fourth level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Get your quote today at pineagency.us. Pineagency.us.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Back here on WCMP as we are here on KBEK as well, taking a look at the starters here tonight. We'll start with the visiting Pine City Dragons. Starting for them will be number 2, Mallory Klepper, number 4, Paige Gray, number 11, Brooke Boland, number 12, Kate Unverzant, and number 14, Retta Ganote. They are, of course, head coached by Patrick Judd. On the other side for the Mora Mustangs, the home team this evening, starting for them, it will be number 4, Chloe Yoder, number 11, Elia Kastenbauer, number 15, Emma Axtell, number 21, Abigail Kellish, and number 22, Addison Axtell. Those are your starters here tonight for the Mora Mustangs. They are, of course, head coached by Lance Dalby. And we are set and ready to go. So, although Vivian Lottie will not be starting. She will be playing tonight, and I believe she'll have a big role coming off the bench. And again, she provides a great spark for this team. So here we go. We are just about set and ready to go. Pardon my hand in there. Pine City getting their final words of encouragement from Coach Judd, and we are ready to go. A lot on the line here tonight for these two teams. As we are set and ready to go. This tip-off is won by the Dragons. It's Boland who brings it forward. Boland will look. She'll be patient with it. Now give over to Unverzat. Unverzat looks, gives in this near side to Gray. Gray waits, give top the key now to Unverzat. She fakes the drive, kick outside now. Paige Gray for three. It's going to come up short, but Klepper is there for the rebound. Give underneath now to Boland, and Boland draws the foul, and Boland will go to line and shoot two. This one going to go against Abigail Kellish. Her first, team's first, and Boland will shoot 2 free throws. First one is up and no good. And that one no good as well. Rebounded there by Addison Axtell. Yoder with it. Yoder had a big game last time these two teams met. Was kind of a spark herself. We'll see what she's able to do here. Addison Axtell give inside now to Emma. Emma will look to Kellish. She'll instead drive. That shot's going to be blocked by Unverzat and stolen away by Klepper. Unverzat with a block here early on. Klepper going to try and take it all the way. That's knocked out of her hands and given back inside. Klepper on the pass from, I think that was Boland. No good. Unverzat can't quite get it on the rebound, and it's going to be rebounded there by Kellish. 2 good opportunities here for Pine City, but just unable to get them to fall. And now Mora has it back. Those are a couple opportunities they need to have next time. Meanwhile, here's Paige Gray with the steal. Gray will bring it back the other way, give to Boland into the corner. Paige Gray will put up a 3. That one's off the mark, and rebounded by Yoder. Couple missed opportunities here by Pine City all early on. We'll see if that hurts them at all. Meanwhile, here's Addison Axtell. She's going to take a 3. That's going to come up short, and Mallory Klepper gets the rebound there for Pine City. Boland will call out the play, and now she'll give here to Gray. Bounce to Klepper. Klepper trying to get through some traffic. Reverse layup is going to be no good. Ganote gets the rebound. She drops it in for 2 plus the and 1. So Ganote gets the first points on the board. And the foul there will go against Kellish, her second, team's second. And looks like Kellish will get a breather, and checking in will be Adeline Hegerness. So Ganote good on the free throw. It's a 3-point play for Retta Ganote, and she's got the Dragons on the board first. And in this game, it's going to be crucial to kind of knock the rust off and get the nerves out of the way early, because any mistakes for any reason are going to be big. I mean, it just expands in a game like this. Meanwhile, 3 here from Hagerness is no good. Rebounded by Klepper. Boland will pull it in. She's trying to go up the court quickly to Unverzat. Unverzat to the basket, high off the glass, no good. Kick back outside for Klepper on the rebound, and she puts it back for 2. Meanwhile, the Mustangs have it back. That is Hagerness. She'll give back to Emma Axtell. Now to Yoder. Back to Emma. Emma will go up the court quickly to Addison. Addison from the free throw line. No, kick outside here to Hagerness. Not going to take the 3. Emma from 3. No good, and it's Klepper who pulls in the rebound. She's already got 5, believe it or not. Oh, and trying to go up the court to Boland, just too far in front. Boland tried to reel it in and went off her fingertips. Hit Ganote actually in the leg, and that's going to get a timeout called here by Pine City. So Pine City will take the timeout, and while they do, we will take a 30-second break.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Back here on KBK and WCMP. Dragons with the early 5-0 lead, but Mora gets the ball back off of a tough turnover there by Pine City. Meanwhile, here's the inbound to Addison. Addison will give over to Emma. Emma looking, being patient with it, wanting to go to Hegerness. Instead, she'll go here to Kastenbauer. Back to Emma. Over to Yoder. Yoder back to Emma. Underneath here, Kastenbauer drives. Shot is up. No good. Rebound. Pulled in by Hegerness. What a rebound there. In between Ganote and Klepper. And now Kastenbauer for three. That's going to go up off the back of the rim and hit the shot clock. And that is out of play, so ball is going to go back to Pine City. Early on, some open looks from deep for Mora, but just unable to hit and capitalize on them. And Pine City has got to take advantage now. Meanwhile, Klepper will give back over to Boland, and Boland will bring it forward. Boland will give over to Ganote underneath the Unverzat. She left it short, and Ganote gets the rebound, and she drops it in for two. Makes it 7-0 now. Meanwhile, up the court they go. This pass to Yoder is, they're going to say knocked out by Pine City. I think it should be Mora ball. That was knocked out by, okay, yes. It was fairly clearly knocked out by Pine. Meanwhile, here comes Vivian Lotti into the game. It has been a while since she has been out there and played with the team in a game, but you can bet that they are excited for her to be back, and she gets right up defensively, knocks the ball out. Well, not 10 seconds into the game, and she's already making a difference. It's going to be out of bounds, and they're going to say Mora touched it last. So Vivian Lotti forces a takeaway, her first play in the game. Well, you talk about making an impact early on. There you go. Klepper will give on this near side to Ganote. Ganote wanted to go underneath to Lotti. There's just nothing there. She'll go now to Lotti in the corner. Now to Ganote. Ganote will try and go to Boland. Boland somehow tips that back to herself through the trap. Gets to Ganote. Ganote give to the far side to Gray. Now to Klepper. Klepper will try and go inside to Lotti, and they're going to get a foul here on Mora. And Hegerness just got a little too aggressive that time. Adeline Hegerness will get the foul, her first, team's third. Meanwhile, Rhea Johnson and Maggie Judd will check in for Ganote and Paige Gray. Inbound right underneath the basket to Klepper, from Lotti. Klepper gets fouled. She'll go and shoot two. This is going to go against Emma Axtell. Her first, team's fourth. So Klepper will shoot two. That one's good. So that makes it 8-0. And Klepper, that one's going to be no good. Ooh, maybe got away with the travel there, did Yoder. But she got the rebound, and she got the rebound, pulled it in, and she fell to the court. Usually that's a travel, unless they said Pine City had a hand on it. Not quite sure. Meanwhile, we're going to get a foul here on Pine City. There first, it'll be on Rhea Johnson, and now Elia Kastenbauer will go to line and shoot two, and now Mora trying to get on the board for the first time here tonight. First one is up, and, no good. .14:01 left to go in the first half. This one is good. So Kastenbauer, one of two there, and she gets the Mustangs on the board, 8-1. Inbound here goes to Boland, and Boland will look. She'll look to the far side, now give it up the court. She's found Judd, and Judd lost it. And an unfortunate turnover, and Judd knows it. Judd knows that these possessions are so crucial, and I know it's still early on. We're still in the first half, and just 4 minutes have come off the clock now, but you talk about a game like this, every possession just means that much more. Meanwhile, Yoder gets the ball up the court, give to Emma, now to Addison, Now to Kastenbauer. Kastenbauer, she'll give back to Emma. Emma looking, trying to go inside, but Brooke Boland gets the steal. Brooke Boland all over it. Vivian Lotti from three. It's good! And Vivian Lotti, I told you, She's a spark for this team, and she shows you just why. Their first 3 of the game comes from Vivian, and she has done that so many times this year. Emma Axtell trying to answer back. She cannot, but it's into the hands of Yoder for the rebound. Now, Emma Axtell trying, no, that was Addison, excuse me. Her shot no good, and Klepper gets the rebound. They go up the court to Judd. Judd gets it over to Klepper. Klepper to Lottie, now to Boland. Boland will try and drive, kick back outside to Johnson, now to Judd. Judd, going to work herself into a trap, but she gets it off to Lottie, now to Johnson. Johnson pulls it down, gives back to Judd. Judd wanting to go to Boland on this near side. Back all the way to Johnson for 3. That's no good, and rebounded there by Addison Axtell. They've been struggling a little bit from long range. Yoder somehow, someway pulls that in and drops it in for 2. I have no idea how she was able to get that down in time. That's impressive. That's worthy of a replay when we get a chance. 11-3 is the score. That should have, for a lot of other players, been a ball that went too far, but she's able to pull that one in. Meanwhile, Judd into a trap. She gives to Klepper. Now to Boland underneath, and Boland drops it in for 2. 13-3. Meanwhile, a little bit of full court pressure put on. Boland almost got her hand on that one, but here comes the Mustangs. Hegerness back out to Kastenbauer. Kastenbauer, she's going to drive, turns around, get back to Emma, now on the far side to Addison. Addison will take the 3. Good. And she's like, okay, finally, I got that one off. And now we might start to see Mora start to get a little something going. Judd to Boland to Johnson. Johnson will drive. The little short jumper is good for Rhea Johnson for 2. 15-6. And now we're going to get a timeout called here, I believe, by Pine City, actually. So while they take one, we will as well. Back here on KBK after word from our sponsors.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Back here on KBK and WCMP, Mustangs trail to the Dragons 15-6 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They have 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. And plus, they'll take care of the insurance or payments. If you don't have insurance, ask about a payment plan, and they'll find something to work for your budget. Meanwhile, here are the Mustangs who have the ball out of the timeout. We've got a new young lady in there for Mora, and it's number 14. I'll get that name to you here shortly. That's Addison Brady. Meanwhile, a 3 there. Oh, it's halfway down and then out. Then we got a battle for it. We're going to get a jump ball, and the possession arrow is pointing the way of, I think, Mora. Don't know who. Mora. Okay. So Mora will hold on to it after that jump ball. Meanwhile, Unverzat, Boland, Ganote, Judd, and Gray out there for Pine City. Top of the key, they give it here to Addison Brady. On this nearest side is a 3 from Hegerness. This time going to go off the mark, but Addison Axtell, the only one on that far side who was there for both teams. They'll try to give it inside to Emma. Emma trying to drive in on Unverzat, now give right underneath to Addison Brady, and she draws the foul. Got the arm underneath as she went for the block, and they're going to get this one on Gray. There were a couple players there. I wasn't quite sure who they were going to call. So it's her first, team second, and that allows Addison Brady, I apologize, to shoot 2. First one is good. Klepper and Johnson in for Judd and Ganote. No subs here for Mora. Meanwhile, Brady is going to come up short there on that one. Does not hit the rim, so unfortunately, they won't even get a chance for a rebound. It has to hit the rim, kind of like on the shot clock. If you to reset the shot clock, you have to hit the rim. On a free throw, in order to get a chance at the rebound, it has to hit the rim. Because it didn't, no chance there. It'll be pretty much a turnover. Meanwhile, here's Boland trying to split the defenders, and she fakes, then gives back to Klepper. Now back up to Boland, and that just went too far. Stolen away here by Adeline Hegerness. Short 2 there from Addison Brady. No good. Rebounded by Unverzat. Now here comes Boland back the other way. Gives to Johnson. Johnson almost. Now to Klepper. Klepper drops it in for 2 plus the and 1. This is going to go against Emma Axtell, her second, team's 5th. And Klepper will try and make it a 3-point play. This one no good, and rebounded there by Addison Axtell. She gives on the far side now to Brady. Addison Brady, only a freshman, but man, she's a very talented player herself. Meanwhile, here comes Hegerness. Hegerness on the far side to Brady. Brady back to Addison. Addison Axtell, that is. There's a couple Addisons. Here's Brady now to Addison Axtell. A long 3. It's in and out. Oh, through the hands of a couple of Dragons. Rebounded by Addison herself. Then we're going to get a travel there on Addison. Addison tried to pull it in and then just kind of getting through some traffic, and as she did, she was trying to keep hold of the rebound and then fell backwards, unfortunately. And yeah, unfortunately, she didn't dribble it either, so that's going to be a travel. Those are so tough because it's not really her fault. She's just trying to hold on to the ball and make a play happen and not turn the ball over, but unfortunately winds up being as good as one. Meanwhile, here's Klepper. That one is blocked by Brady. Nope, not going to count as a block. Well, I thought it was, but they're going to get Addison Brady on the foul. I was going to say it was a good block, but referees do not agree. Now, Mallory Klepper, where did that come from? Was that a 2 or 3? That'll be interesting to note. Meanwhile, first one is no good. Lottie and Judd check in for Johnson and Boland. So it will be only 2, so it did come from inside the three-point line. Meanwhile, Yoder in for Emma Axtell. And Klepper. This one is no good. Casimir apparently kept that alive, and Vivian Lottie is going to pull it in. A 3 here from Klepper is good. Well, that's one way to overcome a little bit of a slow start at the free throw line. Just go out, wait for your teammate to get the rebound, and then drop it in from long range. Addison Axtell will drive, puts up a shot. That's just too off the mark, and Unverzat got the rebound. She was also kind of fouled there. They didn't call that one, but that's okay. Judd will now give over to Unverzat, now to Gray. Gray in the far side corner for 3. That's off the mark, and I think they're going to get Lottie for the foul there. Got a little bit too much over the back of the Mora defender trying to get that ball. Her first, team's 3rd, 9:21 to go. Meanwhile, Mora will get it back on the turnover. Here's Brady to Yoder on the far side to Hegerness. Hegerness give back to Addison Axtell. Now on this near side, Brady. Brady will look, give back to Addison. Addison underneath to Yoder. Yoder trying to drive. No, not blocked. Going to get this on Unverzat. A foul there. Her first, team's 4th. Oh, and and Yoder will go and shoot 2, and that's unfortunate for Pine City because Unverzat has the height advantage there. But she just got herself out of position a little bit, and Yoder just off on the first one. So you'd like to see Unverzat get herself into a little bit of better position. But again, she's still young. She's only a freshman, so still plenty to learn in this game. Meanwhile, here's another one from Yoder. She's going to get the friendly bounce, and it will plop on in. So she makes 1 of 2 there, 20-8. Here's Lottie. Lottie got the defender to jump. Now through a block, she gets it up to Gray. Gray back outside Judd. No, it's going to be stolen away by Addison Axtell, and Axtell's going to try and drive the whole way. That is going to be no good by Addison, and Judd comes away with the rebound. What an impressive rebound there by Judd. Judd's going to get fouled as well. Judd might be one of these smaller young ladies on the court. That is not going to bother her. Hegerness will pick up her second, team 7th, so that means Maggie Judd gets to go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1. Don't know why the camera keeps going out of focus. Maybe if I zoom it in a little, hopefully that makes a difference. Meanwhile, that one's no good by Judd, so rebounded by Addison Axtell. Addison close to double-digit rebounds already. Brady, that one's going to be no good. Rebounded here by Klepper, who's also near double-digit rebounds. Judd will bring it up the floor. Yeah, it might be too far zoomed in. I can't keep hold of the camera that long. Vivian Lanti pulls in the pass. Give quickly to Unverzant, but they're going to get a 3-second violation in the lane. Oh, that is tough. Ganote and Bolin will check in for Unverzant and Judd. Oh, man. That was a great play there. Lanti did a good job of reeling in that pass and then driving. Then great pass to Unverzant, but just too much in the lane. Too long in the lane, I should say. Not too much, just too long. Meanwhile, here come the Mustangs the other way. Kellish back into the game, and she gives to, that's Emma Axtell, trying to give out to Yoder. Yoder now on this near side, Kellish. Kellish will look. They've got her open on the far side. They finally do get it to Addison. Addison will look. She'll give back now to Addison Brady. Go to Yoder now. Yoder to Kellish on this near side, to inside to Emma Axtell. Ooh. Kellish will draw a foul. Another foul here on Pine City. And we're going to go against Ganote. Her first, team's 5th, and now Kellish will shoot 2. First one's good. So 20-9 now. This one good as well. Kellish 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Make it 20-10. Lottie will inbound to Boland. Boland will look, take a look at the defense, then lob it over to Lottie. And Lottie will take it forward, give to Klepper. Klepper sees some open space. Now give back out Lottie for 3. That's good. Another one for Vivian Lottie. And Addison Axtell going to get fouled. We'll call that on Vivian. Got a little too much that time. So Lottie with her second, team's 6th. And she'll get a breather, and Unverzant will check back in. And as Lottie came to the sideline, she was like, hey, my bad. Trying to get that ball back for her team. But she just always has a smile on her face, and that's the thing about her. She brings such a great energy to this team. Meanwhile, on the far side, Addison Axtell gave to Yoder, now to Emma, now to Kellish. Ooh, almost stepping on the baseline. Good job to keep her foot away. Now top of the key to Emma Axtell. No, excuse me, Addison. I get those two mixed up, and I apologize. Kellish fakes a 3. Now try and drive. She'll give now to Brady, to Emma Axtell. Back outside, Brady. Too many passes, Kellish. Oh, a really late whistle there, and they're going to get another one on Unverzant. I mean, really late whistle. Oof. Her second, team 7th, and that allows Kellish to go and shoot 2. And, I mean, they're consistent, which you like, but she gets the bounce on that one. But just unfortunate to see, again, Unverzant getting another foul. Johnson will check in for Unverzant. And if there's one thing tonight for Pine City, they just can't afford to get into foul trouble. It's their 8th. I am way off. And Kellish, drops him in for 2. So 2 for 2 again at the free throw line. Makes it 23-12. And here comes Boland up the court. Boland will give over to Gray. Gray will shoot the 3. That's going to come up well short. And, Johnson had no option but to just let Kellish get that rebound because she was out of position. Now here comes Yoder. Shifty move inside. It's going to be no good on a strong bounce. And the rebound there by Boland. What a good play by Yoder initially, but just too strong. Now here comes Boland. Bounce pass to Klepper. And this near side to Johnson. You can see right now, Pine City just something off a little bit. Emma Axtell to Addison, and she'll take the shot. It's going to be no good. This rebound, taken by Brady. I thought she was out of bounds on that one. Meanwhile, the pass inside, stolen away by Ganote. Good job by her to keep herself in bounds, but then a pass that goes awry, and now Pine City has it back. Ganote will give back to Boland. Boland will go here to Johnson. Johnson going inside to Klepper, and Klepper draws the foul. Helps up Yoder, who fell, and Klepper will now go and shoot 2. That's going to be on Yoder, her first. Team's 8th. No. So I think I don't know. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I think I read the scoreboard backwards. Meanwhile, Klepper, that one no good. So a little bit of struggles here from the free throw line early on here in this one, but hopefully they can correct that and get these to fall. These are important buckets that they need. And that one will be good. So I think she just right there found the release that she needs, and that might be it for her missing free throws. Meanwhile, on the far side, Yoder gets the pass, and she brings up the court, and she lost it out of bounds. So it'll be a turnover there for Mora. That's the first time Mora has really turned it over, getting into their offensive zone, and this will be interesting to see how they play out of that, because they really haven't had that as of late. Bounce pass here to Johnson from Klepper. She's guarded well. Now she turns her back to Yoder, give over to Gray. Gray will go back to Johnson. Johnson will go over to Boland. Boland wanted to go inside to Ganote, back here to Johnson. Trying to go inside Klepper, and Klepper, no good. Rebounded there by Emma Axtell. She'll take it up the court, give to Addison. Addison Axtell will look. She'll give on this near side, Yoder. Yoder, she is very talented with her agility that she has. Now on the far side, Kassenbauer. Kassenbauer going to Emma Axtell. Now to Yoder. Yoder is going to be pushed from behind, and it'll be 2 for her. This is going to go against Gray, and Pine City just has to be a little bit smarter. They just, if they're behind, you just kind of get your hands up. I know you don't want her to let her drive to the basket, but unfortunately, you just got to make smarter decisions, because now they're piling up the fouls with 8. Kellish will catch a breather, and Addison Brady into the game. Paige Gray out, and in came Maggie Judd. And this one up and good by Yoder. So 24-13 is the score. Inbound here to Boland. Boland will give up the court to Klepper. Klepper on this near side. Rhea Johnson for 3. That's no good. And, yeah, Mora just, out-rebounding right now Pine City. And they're just doing a really good job boxing out. This ball's up for grabs, and, they're going to get a foul. It'll be a 1-and-1, I guess. I don't know. That looked like she had the ball, and Boland not to please neither is Judd. And I would agree. I think Judd arguing the case, hey, she's got ball. They have to have an equal chance. This one going to be no good. Right into the hands of Boland. Boland's got to feel good about getting that rebound. Meanwhile, driving inside, Boland can't quite get the roll, and this one knocked out. And again, it's Addison Axtell with the rebound. She refuses to be out-rebounded, and another foul here. I don't know what to say for Pine City. You just got to play. You just got to get your hands up. Now they have 10 fouls with 4:36 to go, and Yoder's at the line again, and she misses that one. But the more you send them to the line, the more they're going to get into a rhythm from the free throw, and the more they're going to be able to cut into this lead. So if you're Pine City, just got to, simply put, get yourselves into better position. Again, she's 1 of 2, so 24-14. Pine City just getting themselves out of position defensively, and they'll be all right, though. Klepper realizes that Addison Axtell was coming up from behind, so she got that ball away. And Maggie Judd was tripped. They didn't call it. Judd again goes down, kept her balance with her left arm, gets to Boland, and now give to Ganote. To Boland. Boland going to try and drive. Shot is up, no good, but she's fouled, and she'll shoot 2. It's been a battle here tonight. This is going to go against Yoder, her second, team's 9th. And Boland will shoot 2. Boland no good. Adeline Hegernus checks back in for Mustangs. She'll come in for Yoder. And Boland, that one good, so 1 of 2 there. Yeah, both teams have struggled a little bit from the free throw line tonight. You'd like to see that improve, because a lot of points being left out on the floor here in this first half. This ball tipped by Boland, stolen away by Judd, and then stolen right back. Well, that is less than ideal, and I think for Pine City it simply can't happen. Emma Axtell with the steal. She'll drive inside and put it up and in for 2, especially when she goes and finishes it off. 25-16. Give here to Klepper. Over to Johnson. Johnson back to Klepper. Klepper guarded by Addison Axtell. She'll drive inside. They're going to not get a foul. Emma Axtell again will come up with another takeaway. On the far side, she stops, gives to Addison. Addison will drive, put up a shot. It's going to be no good, too strong. Ganote gets the rebound. Ganote, she has been picking up a little bit of slack after these last few games. She's been a really big part of this team. Oh, bad pass. You just can't do that one. And it's stolen away by Addison Brady. Dropped in for two by Addison Axtell. And that's just a really ill-advised pass. And that's just one, simply put, you can't have if you're Pine City. Just got to be smarter. Judd in a little bit of trouble, gets to Johnson, now over to Boland. Boland will drive, and back to Johnson. Johnson over to Judd, and another. That's got to be a kickball somewhere. Somebody kicked the ball. We're going to get a jump ball here. Pine City just needs to regroup. Right now they're just making silly plays, and they're just, I think they're just getting into their own heads a little bit too much right now. Meanwhile, Johnson, Judd, and Ganote out. Gray, Lottie, and Unverzat in. 25-18. It is going to be Pine City ball after the jump ball. Possession arrow pointed their way. So they'll bring it back. They just got to be a little bit smarter with the ball here, and they just haven't been taking care of the ball as of late. Trying to go inside to Unverzat, and she's trying to go outside, and another jump ball. Pine City has already used 2 timeouts. Otherwise, I think Judd would have taken one here, but he doesn't want to go into the second half with only 2. So he's unfortunately just kind of has to let the team play through the little bit of funk that they're in and just hope that they can come up with it. Meanwhile, Vivian Lottie knocks it out of bounds. Could have got a foul there on Hegerness as she kind of hooked the arm of Lottie as Lottie did get it, but I think it was kind of simultaneous contact by both, so I like the no call there. Meanwhile, Hegerness will give to Kastenbauer. Kastenbauer, guarded by Unverzat. She decides not to go for the 3. I think that's a smart play. Now give over to Addison Brady. Back here to Hegerness. Now to Kastenbauer. She'll drive. Shot is up, no good. Taken by Klepper. Give up to Boland. A couple of Mustangs were down. Not sure what happened, but everyone looks to be okay. Meanwhile, Vivian Lottie will drop it in for 2. And oh boy, did they need that. It's been a while for them. Meanwhile, a little bit of pressure defense here by Pine City. This ball rolls off of Hegerness, and it will go out of bounds. And Dalby frustrated on that one because he realizes, the pass just came up short, and he's telling his team, hey, over the head, get a little bit more power on that one so it gets right into their chest. So a little bit of frustration here for Mora as that is another turnover here in their own offensive zone, and that's the frustrating part. Meanwhile, this knocked out of bounds by Kastenbauer. Good job just stepping in the passing lane, but Pine City right now just I know they're trying to get it, and they're trying to work the post game, but they're forcing things as of late. Lottie will inbound to the far side, trying to get it in, bounded to Boland, and that's going to go out of bounds. Ooh, last touched out by Pine City. They're going to say off of Boland, so we'll go back to Mora, and Pine City squandered an opportunity there, and good job by Mora defensively to get the ball back. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Hegerness gets by. She will drive. Vivian Lottie gets her hands up. Meanwhile, here's Brady. That's going to be too strong, and Lottie, great box out there for the rebound. Give to Boland now. Boland will drive up on this near sideline, trying to give underneath to Klepper. Klepper back outside. Lottie for 3, and I think a Mustang got a piece of that ball. I think it should be Pine City ball if that was tipped. But they say it wasn't. Interesting. That had all the looks of a tip ball. They say it was not, and there's no argument from Pine City, so it must have not have been. A 3 here from Brady is no good, rebounded by Klepper. Klepper, they go quick up the court to Unverzat, and she'll have to slow it down. And now Klepper for 3. That's going to be good. Well, they needed that one as well. 30-18, but here come the Mustangs right back up the court. They're so quick moving up the court, I don't even have time. Vivian Lottie gets the steal, and we get a foul here on Mora. This will be their team's 10th, so Lottie will shoot 2, and that's going to go against Adeline Hegerness. So both teams, unfortunately, getting into a little bit of foul trouble here in this first half. Not what you want to see from either side. It's just been less than ideal and not at all what you want to see from both sides. Obviously, both these teams play aggressive defense, but 10 fouls here, and Latti's first one is going to be no good. But, yeah, 10 fouls, not what you want to see from either side here in this first half. They're going to have to go into the second half and adjust a little bit. What I've liked, though, for Mora is they have not called a timeout. They're letting their team play through it, Dalby is. Meanwhile, Latti makes one of two. And Rhea Johnson will check in, so they'll get a sub here before the last minute of the first half, 31-18, but here comes Mora. So, yeah, I do like that the fact that Coach Dalby is letting his team play through a little bit of this adversity and trying to get them to not have to use any timeouts in this first half. And so far, it has worked. They have not been that far off of Pine City. Meanwhile, a two here from Addison Axtell is no good. Rebounded. Well, I thought it was rebounded by Johnson, but then a battle there by Kellish, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow does favor Pine City, so Pine City will hold on to it. So Johnson just didn't get a good enough grip on that one. Here's Judge. She'll go back to Boland. Boland will go up to Ganote. Ganote now in the offensive zone. Gives here to Klepper. Klepper back outside to Johnson, now to Judd. Nothing doing there. Judd will look to go back to Johnson. She'll give over to Ganote. Ganote to Johnson. 20 seconds left. Shot clock, game clock separated by about 4 seconds. Boland on the far side for three. That comes up short. But Klepper is there. Rebound and two. And Klepper makes it 33-18. Shot clock off, 6 to go. And now 5. Brady for 2. It's good! And Brady will get the final shot of the half and drop it in. So 33-20 is our score at the half. Pine City leads on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, but let me tell you, this 13-point lead certainly feels a lot less for Pine City. Mora's done a good job of keeping themselves in it here throughout the first half. But Pine City, the most important part is they do lead at the half. For Mora, you can't be too upset. You were right there the entire way. So this was a very good first half by both teams. We'll come back after word from our fine sponsors for our halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass. Where? Right here in Mora.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
In service to one, in service to all, for over 100 years, the Pine City Knights of Columbus has donated thousands of dollars and volunteered countless hours to many great programs in the Pine City community. Stay tuned for more information about their upcoming events. They need your support at these events to help raise funds for the continued support of these programs.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle in Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 9. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and the place to get your Valentine something sweet, something beautiful, and something to remember is at Northern Bloom and Gifts in Sandstone. Northern Bloom carries those gorgeous flowers and bouquets, homemade fudge, and one-of-a-kind gifts. Delivery also available. Northern Bloom and Gifts, your Valentine's Day headquarters.
And treat your Valentine to a prime rib dinner from Chris's Food Center in Sandstone. Chris's will start carving early, starting at 1 p.m. on Saturday the 14th.
Welcome back inside the Mora Mustangs Gymnasium for this girls basketball game. We're at half where the Dragons lead on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard 33-20. But now it is time for your halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass right here in Mora. They have over 44 years of experience getting vehicles back on the road, plus those state-of-the-art facilities. They are right here in Mora again. Thanks to Hones Auto Body and Glass, your collision and mechanical needs. Well, this first half was pretty entertaining for both sides. Now, you could, there's some things we'll talk about going into the second half, but we'll take a look at the stats here. Leading the way for Pine City was Mallory Klepper with 14, 9 for Lottie, and she came in off the bench for those 9 points, and man, like I say a lot when she's in the game, provided the spark once again. She came out, hit a 3, and it was the first one of the game. And I can't describe to you what that does for a team. Pine City would be able to do that, but just from what I see, man, it just helps them in such a big way to get going, it feels like, offensively. And a lot of times she sometimes scores the first points of the game with those 3, but a big-time 3 there from Vivian Lottie when she came into the game. And again, it certainly helped this team kind of get that vibe going a little bit. But 5 then for Ganoten, 3 for Boland. 10 rebounds already for Mallory Klepper. She has a double-double already. 6 steals as a team, 1 block. That came from Munverzot, and 10 team fouls. On the other side for the Mora Mustangs, leading the way was Yoder and Addison Axtell, each with 5. 4 for Abigail Kellish, 3 for Brady, 2 for Axtell, and 1 for Kastenbauer. 7 rebounds for Addison Axtell to lead the team. 6 steals, 3 of them came from Emma Axtell, and 10 team fouls. Emma Axtell did a really good job of getting into some tight spaces and making some really, really key steals and turnovers. Even if she didn't get the steal, she created somewhat of a turnover to help Mora get the ball back, and she did such a good job working in those tight spaces and making those key plays, and she also got a rebound, a couple, I know my stats are off, so probably a couple of rebounds in there as well. It has just been, the first half has been really interesting for Mora, because although they're down, there have been times in this first half where it's like, they feel like they're the team who should have the lead. They feel like they should be the team who's winning this one. But, again, their defense has done a really good job of creating turnovers and getting some really big rebounds, too. And for Pine City, they just, unfortunately, haven't held on to the ball as well as they would have liked to have. They have, unfortunately, turned the ball over far too much here in this first half, and it just hasn't been the cleanest of halves for Pine City. But I think still for them to be able to play through that adversity in the first half, is good for them, too. You've seen Mora didn't take a timeout in that first half despite being down the entire first half. And I think that's good because I think you allow your team to play through that adversity, to play through that, I like to call it the funk, where your team just doesn't seem to be in a rhythm. They don't seem to have that kind of that continuity right away. They're just kind of off. But you're letting them play through that and allowing them to themselves get out of that, I think is so big for a team because I think it allows them to learn and understand, hey, this is how we got to battle through this type of stuff. This is how we win games because sometimes, not in every game, are you going to be on 100%. You're going to be, a lot of times, especially late in the season, you're going to be 70, 80, 90%. You're not going to be at your 100%. But if you're giving all of your 100%, no matter if it's only 70% of your 100%, as long as you give everything that you have, that is what you're looking for. And both these teams have done that here in the first half. A big key for Pine City in the second half, one, need to take care of the ball a little bit better. I think it wasn't terrible, but I think they need to do a little bit better. And then two, just remember to settle down. You don't have to rush. You don't have to go up the court and play fast all the time. Now, maybe that was what the call was by Judd, and we're not disrespecting that, but just have to remember, excuse me, apparently air is thick. You just have to remember that you can slow things down. You can make the pass. You can look a little bit longer and find the higher percentage pass, the higher percentage shot. And I think Pine City just needs to do a little bit better job of that here in the second half. For Mora, while, yes, they are down, there's not a whole ton that I would change if I were them. In fact, I think if I'm Mora, I step it up a little bit more defensively and be a little bit more aggressive because I think they were starting to get into Pine City a little bit and starting to force them into those mistakes that Pine City have. So if I'm Mora, I might step up the pressure a little bit. The only thing you got to watch out for in doing that is Pine City capitalizing off that and then getting some numbers back the other way, or you getting more fouls, and then all of a sudden now you're in foul trouble. So that is what I would say on that. But I think Mora needs to maybe be a little bit more aggressive here in this second half and try and force Pine City into more mistakes. And also offensively, I think I would continue to probably work that ball outside, work it out and in, because if you can get Pine City moving one way and get the chunk of the team going one way, you can draw some fouls, but then also you're going to get someone open from three. And we know Addison, Emma, Casimir and Yoder, I shouldn't forget Yoder, can all hit it from long range. So I think we'll see. I would like to see that from them here in the second half. Mora will start with the ball here to begin half number 2. They'll go left to right on your radio dial. Pine City right to left. Mora in the all blue, the white letters numbers, and the white stripes on the jersey. Pine City the all white, the green letters numbers outlined in black, the green trim. Emma Axtell tries to give to Kellish, but it's stolen away by Brooke Boland. This is going to be stolen right back by Addison Axtell. Not giving an inch there to Boland. The shot is up and no good. Boland is going to get the rebound. Man, her and Addison, that's a good battle. Ganote brings up the court. Looking to Boland. It's going to be stolen right back by Addison Axtell again. She takes it all the way and drops it in for 2. Well, there's that aggressiveness I talked about. Just being a little bit more aggressive, trying to get more steals, trying to bother them a little bit more, and they're doing that here in this second half early. Unverzat will get the ball, and she'll go. A 3 for Ganote's going to come up short. Klepper will get the rebound and drop it back in for 2. Another rebound there for Klepper. Make it 35-22. This pass to Yoder now. Yoder trying to go back to Emma Axtell. I think it was tipped by Klepper, but Axtell does a good job to pull it in. Now to Kellish. Now on this near side, Yoder. Yoder makes a nice sidestep drive to the basket and the N1. Yoder, I don't know what kind of ninja skills she practices at home, but they're working because she just moves so smoothly through traffic. I've only seen ninjas do it. Now, I'm not saying she is, but I've never seen her and a ninja in the same room at the same time. Meanwhile, this shot is missed on the free throw. It is rebounded by, yes, you guessed it, Addison Axtell. She's going to take a 3 now, and that's off the mark. Boland trying to pull it in. We're going to get a jump ball, and possession will favor Pine City anyways. But Pine City, you don't want to have that this early on the jump ball because, well, you're giving up the possession arrow that you could try and tie it up later and get basically a free ball. Meanwhile, excuse me, I'm losing my voice, so I'll do my best. Boland will take it up the court, lob it up to Ganote. Very smart play there by Boland. Now Ganote bothered on the far side. Ganote will drive. Little floater is going to come up short, but Gray gets the rebound, and she's fouled. Gray does the smart thing there after the rebound, realizing she got the defender to lean into her just to put up a shot because she knew she was going to draw the foul. That's going to go on Kellish. Her third, team's first of the half. And Gray will shoot 2. The first one is good. And the second one here for Gray, good as well. So Gray, both free throws are in and make it 37-24. Lob up from Addison Axtell to Kellish. Kellish, the long 3, good. Well, you just can't leave her that wide open. Fairly simple. Don't leave her open. Meanwhile, Bolin will give up to Klepper, now to Unverzat. Unverzat looking. She wanted to go to Klepper. Klepper just wasn't there. Now a cutting Gray to the basket. She leaves it short. Gets her own rebound. Oh, how is that not a foul? Now we're going to get another jump ball. Gray thought she had drawn a foul, and she looks to Coach Judd going, hey, man, what do I need to do? I thought she had drawn enough contact there to warrant a foul, but not the case. So another jump ball. We'll give the ball back to Mora. They'll give it over to Yoder. Yoder back to Emma Axtell. Trying to get it up to Kellish, and she draws it in. Very nice job. Trying to get it to Kassenbauer. And they're going to get a jump ball. And I think Dalby has maybe a point there. He wanted, I think, a foul there on Boland, and I think he had a point. And inbound here from Klepper to Gray, now to Boland, up to Lottie. Lottie on the far side. Nothing doing. She just tries to go inside to Unverzat. That's going to be stolen away by Axtell. Just got a little bit too much on that drive. Got out and then tried to make a quick stop, and then unfortunately she had to give it off because she was about to travel. While a smart play, just really unfortunate there for Lottie. Meanwhile, here's Kassenbauer, give outside Yoder. Yoder will give back to Emma Axtell. And nothing doing now. She'll give to Addison. Addison trying to get around Bolin. And oh, they're going to count the basket. That was way before the shot. Way before the shot. Way before the shot. Wow. Wow. And, yeah, not Judd begging, pleading. How is that at the shot? But Addison Axtell makes oh, no, she misses. Well, I don't know how that one went in and out, but it did. Does the rim not realize it is the home rim? I think it needs to have a think in the corner. Well, Lottie is going to miss there. Almost got the rebound. It's off of Kellish. Lottie did a good job, as did Unverzat, just to knock that ball back out for a chance. And then I think Lottie actually kind of tipped it off of Kellish to keep that ball. Meanwhile, Klepper will give to Boland. Boland for 3. That's going to be good. And Boland hits a big one, makes it 40-29. Klepper will guard, but Emma Axtell gives it up to Yoder. They've got numbers. Give now to Kassenbauer. Kassenbauer, no! Misses, and she's fouled. Got her own rebound, but another foul there for Pine City. And, yeah, Pine City's, and they're going to get Boland again. Her third. Pine City's just already into fouls trouble. I know it's only 3, but it's already 3.5 minutes into the second half. And Boland looks to Coach Judd, and he says, hey, be mindful, you have 3. Meanwhile, Kassenbauer misses on the first. And Kassenbauer, no good on the second. And no, we're going to get yes. Addison Axtell gets the rebound. We're going to get a foul here on Vivian Lottie, her third as well. And Lottie looking over to Coach Judd as well. A little bit of frustration here by Pine City. Inbound to Kellish. Shot high off the glass, going to be no good. Klepper will get the rebound. Klepper does not have a foul, so probably going to be looking to her for a lot of defense here in the second half. Meanwhile, Unverzat drops it in for 2, but we get 2 Mora players to collide. Okay, it was just a timeout called by Mora. I thought we were going to get a timeout for an injury, but thank goodness both the Mora players are up. Timeout called here by Mora. While they take one, we will as well.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. Pineagency.us.
Back here on KBEK and WCMP, the simulcast for tonight's game. Dragons lead 42-29, but let me tell you, up here, it does not feel like a 13-point lead. It feels a lot closer, and I can only imagine what it feels like down there. So the inbound now for Mora goes to Yoder, back to Emma Axtell. She'll get it over on this near side to Adeline Hegerness. Now over to Yoder, and you got to be careful with Yoder. She has got the moves. Meanwhile, they'll get back to Hegerness. Hegerness back to Yoder. Yoder over to Addison Axtell, now to Hegerness for three. Her first points of the game, and they're big, 42-32. That's a really good-looking basket there by Hegerness. Meanwhile, Klepper brings it up, gives to Bolin, now to Gray. Gray goes back to Bolin. Bolin goes to the ball because Yoder was there and looking for a steal. Meanwhile, here goes Lottie inside to Unverzat. She missed short, and she'll miss that one, got her own rebound, but now Emma Axtell gets the rebound. Emma Axtell will give to Yoder. Yoder bumped by Gray. Back outside, Addison Axtell wanted three. She has to pull it down. Finds Kastenbauer all alone underneath for two. Oh, really good find there by Axtell. Going the other way, Lottie, 2 plus the and 1, and Lottie pretty happy with that. They're going to get this one on Elia Kastenbauer. Now that's her first, team's second, and Judd will check into the game for Gray. Vivian Lottie trying to make it a three-point play. And she does. So we'll get a substitution. Rhea Johnson will check into the game for Vivian Lottie. Lottie comes off with a big smile. I think she's just happy to be back out playing. Obviously scoring is nice, but I think she's really happy just to be back out and playing with the team. She had to unfortunately sit a good chunk of last year with an injury, and now she's back out playing again. And here's Kastenbauer on the. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Kastenbauer drops it in for two plus the and 1. I did not think there was any chance of her getting that one, and she did. Meanwhile, Brady will check in for Yoder, and Kastenbauer trying to make it a three-point play for her team. I didn't think there was any chance at that one, and she still dropped it in for two. Kastenbauer, no good on that one. Rebounded by Boland. So Boland with another rebound. She gives it up to Klepper. Klepper now give to Judd. Judd over to Boland, now to Johnson. Johnson back to Boland. Boland looks at the basket, going to try and drive, kick out Klepper. Klepper for three. That's good. 48-36. And this ball stolen away by Judd Travel. And Coach Judd just kind of looking and going, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Maggie. I don't know. I didn't get a good enough look at it, so I'm not gonna say anything. I can't tell you whether it was good or not called. Meanwhile, Addison Axtell. I apologize. I apologize. I cannot sometimes defer between Emma and Addison. You'd think it'd be easy with the number, but sometimes I can't quite see the number. And obviously they're sisters, so they look very similar. And they're twins, so. Meanwhile, Boland brings it up the court off the steal. It's knocked out of her hands there by Adeline Hegerness. Well, she's feeling pretty good. Almost got that Conor McGregor strut going after the block shot. I like it. Boland will inbound to Klepper, now to Unverzat. Unverzat, look, she's bothered by Brady, now give to Boland. Boland will kick here to Judd. Judd will try and go and say, that's just an ill-advised pass. Cannot make that pass there. That's going to be a steal for Kastenbauer, and she just throws it at the basket. Unfortunately, she was a little bit off her mark there, and just had to do something with the ball, and unfortunately it winds up missing. And now Pine City has it back. Judd with it, gives to Klepper. Klepper wanted to go inside to Unverzat. There's just nothing there. Now Judd will look, give back to Rhea Johnson. Rhea Johnson for three. That one got out of her hand a little bit funky. Not sure what happened there. Meanwhile, it's Hegerness with the rebound. She's going to take it all the way. She lost it out of bounds. She lost it, and that just got out too far in front of her, and she couldn't even go after it. That's unfortunate for Hegerness. You feel for her because, man, what a drive she had. Unverzat, Johnson, and Judd will catch a breather. It's Ganote, Lottie, and Gray into the game. Inbound here will go to Gray after it gets to Bolin. Now to Lottie. Lottie kick outside Ganote. Ganote will try and go inside to Lottie. She'll go back outside Bolin. Bolin, she goes to the ball. Give now to Klepper. Klepper to Gray. Gray for three is good. Three there for Gray. Make it 51-36. And now here comes Hegerness again. Hegerness will let the offense get there. Give to Kellish on this near side. She's into a trap all of a sudden. And we'll get a timeout called here by Lance Dalby. So Coach Dalby will call the timeout, and while he takes one, we will as well. Back after word from our fine sponsors on KBEK and WCMP.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Back here on KBEK and WCMP. Dragons lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 51-36. Mora Mustangs will inbound out of the timeout. It's Emma Axtell. She'll look. She'll give to Kellish. Kellish right back to Emma. Emma will look, gives to Brady. Brady looking to Hegerness. Gives to Kellish instead. Kellish being patient with it. Now she'll look. She'll go inside to Emma Axtell. Give there to Hegerness, and she's bumped and fouled by Vivian Latino. She'll pick up her fourth. That was close. I'll say that much. That was a little bit tight on that call. So they're gonna get Unverzat. Yes, and she'll come in for Lottie as Lottie picked up her fourth foul. Yeah, that's unfortunate there for Lottie. It was, I don't know, that one was a bit tight. They've called it a little bit tight here tonight, but that one feels like extra, a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a ref, so I'm not going to say too much. Emma Axtell, a three is going to be no good. Unverzat pulls it in. She may not have the rebound number she usually has, but she's made some key ones on the ones she has pulled in. Meanwhile, Gray on the far side will shoot three. It is good. Well, Gray is getting off to a start now, and she's got a couple threes here in this half. Give on this near side, Yoder. Oh, I thought she was going to go for it. She gives back to Hegerness. Hegerness on this near side. Back to Yoder. Going to kind of move this ball around the perimeter, just try and find an opening. And now here's Brady. Brady drops it in for two. And unfortunately here we see Pine City kind of has to back off a little bit defensively because of the foul trouble. They've got 6, and we're not even 8 minutes into the half. Ganote gives inside to Unverzat, and Unverzat, does drop it in for two. It kind of hung there for a second. I wasn't sure if it was going to go in, but the ball finally rolled in. Meanwhile, back and forth they go. Now Hegerness on the far side. Getting through a trap, give on this near side. Kellish kicking three. No good, and this will get back out to Gray for a rebound. Give to Unverzat. Unverzat up the court. She'll wait and let the offense get up there. And now give inside to Klepper. Klepper, 2 and 1. So Klepper draws the foul. Yoder, unfortunately, she just got there a little bit too late and wasn't set. And that will go against Yoder, her third, team's third. And Addison Axtell and Casimiro will check in for Emma and Yoder. And Klepper trying to make it a three-point play. This one, good. So Klepper makes it 3, and it's 59-38. But, again, all game long, Mora has been right there, and don't count them out. They can go on a run just as quick. Meanwhile, here's Brady. She'll give back now to Kellish. You don't want to give her an inch of space. She's shown that she can hit it from deep. Meanwhile, Kellish will get it again now to Addison Axtell. Addison will go inside to Kassenbauer, trying to drive, and she draws the foul. And this will be interesting to see who this is called on. You're going to get on good note. Her third. Ooh, 1, 2, 3 players with 3 or 4 fouls. Not ideal if you're Pine City. And Kassenbauer will shoot 2. Kassenbauer's first one is up. And gets the friendly roll off the front of the rim. So Kassenbauer, good on the first. Good on the second. And that one was clean through. 59-40. Klepper gives up the court to Ganote. They're already in the offensive zone. Kick far side, Gray. Gray now to Unverzat underneath, and Unverzat is fouled. And, excuse me, this will go on Kellish, her fourth, unfortunately. So now they have 3 players with 3 or more fouls. Unfortunate there. Now Unverzat will shoot 2. First one is good. And Emma Axtell will check in for Kellish. And Kellish a bit frustrated after picking up a 4th foul. But she's got to remember, it's not over yet. She will get back out on the court, and she'll get another opportunity. Meanwhile, Unverzat drops both of those in for 2. And meanwhile, Pine City picking up the pressure here defensively. They get the steal after it was tipped by Bolin. Klepper got the steal, and Gray drops it in for 2. So Bolin with the tip, Klepper with the steal, Gray with the finish. Emma Axtell, oh, what a move there. Start and stop, spin move around Gray. Give on this near side to Brady. What a move by Emma Axtell. And now Brady, who lost it, and it'll be picked up by Klepper, and Klepper is going to draw the foul on Brady. Brady tried to go back and reach for the ball, and unfortunately when she did, she grabbed a piece of the body of Klepper, and that is going to... That should... They were going down as if it was a 1-and-1, but it's only the 5th team foul there for Mora, so... Brady, that'll be her second. Yeah. I think they saw the 7 and thought, oh, that's Mora's, but they got confused and flipped it around. That's okay. I did it too, so they're only human. So Bolin will bring it forward. We'll lob it inside to Unverzat, but Kassenbauer is going to knock it away. We're going to get another foul here on Pine City? Yeah. We're going to get it on Gray. Well, I know they both have a right to the ball, but I think what happened there is Gray maybe was behind and went through Addison Brady, and I think that's where the foul comes from. Meanwhile, it's a 1-and-1 for Brady. This is going to be no good. Klepper with the rebound. So as much as I would have said, that they need to let that go, I think where they got it is because Gray was just a tad behind the defender who knocked it out, and I think that's where it comes from. Meanwhile, this shot from Unverzat, no good. She gets the rebound. We'll give it to Boland. Now a 3 from Boland, going to be no good. And Addison Axtell, she almost had it. Gray got it back, and Klepper drops it in for 2. And I think for a lot of Mora fans, they were thinking that was a foul there. And I don't know, they may have had a point. I think they may have had a point, and that will be. Yeah, so that was kind of the similar play as when Pine City got the steal, and now Gray has 4. That is now 2 players with 4. You got 4 players with 3 or more for Pine City. So Gray picks up her 4th. 8 minutes left in this game. Pine City's in a little bit of foul trouble here. And I said that was going to be one of the big keys to the second half. Meanwhile, Addison Axtell will shoot 2. Oh, it's 1-and-1. It's no good. Rebounded there by Boland. Now Boland will bring it up the court. That rebound was knocked to her by Klepper. Meanwhile, Ganote for 3. Just long. Foul here on Mora. Going to get Hegerness her fourth. I didn't see it, so I can't say anything. But she's going to pick up her fourth. I think they're going to get Yoder back. Well, they were going to try and get Yoder back into the game. She just didn't get there in time. Inbound goes to Johnson, now over to Unverzat. Unverzat kick to Boland. Boland on the far side, guarded by Hegerness. They'll lob it inside to Unverzat. Klepper got it back. Weaves through traffic. Drops it in for two. They're going to count the basket. Emma Axel picks up her third. Yoder will check in for Hegerness. I don't know that foul was on the shot. I think it came before. I think that foul came before the shot. That's unfortunate there for Mora. But Klepper makes it a three-point play, so 68-40. This ball gets to Brady, now back to Emma Axel, trying to get it up the court here to Yoder. Yoder pulls it in. Of course she does. She is so athletic. Meanwhile, kick on the far side now. Casimir with the drive. Puts it up. No good. Trying to get the rebound, but it is going to be off Casimir. Casimir going 100% after that one. Just couldn't keep it in play. And she steps out of bounds. The ball will go back to Mora, or Pine City, excuse me. Klepper gets the inbound, give up to Unverzat. Unverzat now finds Johnson open in the offensive zone. Bounce pass back to Boland. Boland will look. Boland will hand to Johnson. Johnson at the top of the key, now give to Boland, trying to go inside to Unverzat. Unverzat a little bit too far behind the play. Ganote had it, and it's knocked out from behind. I think that was Brady, and it's going to be stolen away by Emma Axel, but that was set up by Addison Brady. What a great play there by her. Got the block and then the steal there for Axel. Meanwhile, Addison Axel give to Emma. She wanted to go on a backdoor cut to her sister, and then Emma drives to the basket herself, lays it up and in for two. 68-42 now. Pass up the court to Ganote. Ganote lobbing it into Unverzat. Oh, they missed Yoder stepping out of bounds. Yoder stepped out of bounds there. Not purposely, obviously, but I think they just missed it. Meanwhile, that three is going to be no good. Klepper gets the rebound. Boland now going to bring it up the court. She'll give now to Klepper. Klepper underneath to Unverzat, and Unverzat gets behind the defense, drops it in for two. Makes it 70-42. Meanwhile, trying to move this ball up the court, and Yoder finds an open lane. Yoder going to drive. Yoder puts it up. Oh, just off the mark, and it's rebounded there by Klepper, and Brady got a little too aggressive. I like Brady's aggressiveness going after that, but got too much on that one, and she'll pick up her third. Yeah, just a little too much on that one from Addison Brady, as I almost kick over the camera stand. Good grief. I know it's called a tripod, but my brain doesn't work that fast. Lottie and Judd in for Ganote and Johnson, and then Brady and Casimir will catch a breather, and Kellish and can't quite see the number. I think that's a new young lady in for Mora. Meanwhile, Klepper makes the first. So she gets a 1-and-1. I can't quite tell. Is that 13? Possibly Isabella Kellish? I think it possibly is. And Klepper, good on that one. Like I said before half, Klepper seemed to have found a rhythm. It is number 13, by the way, for Mora. Isabella Kellish checks into the game. So Isabella Kellish back in, or not back in, excuse me. She's in for the first time here tonight. Yoder gets the ball. Now give on the near side to Abigail Kellish, to Addison Axtell. She gets around one. Lobs that one in. Oh, my goodness. Almost a finish. And meanwhile, this is rebounded by Isabella Kellish, and she drops it in for two. Nice job there by Isabella Kellish. What a play there for her. Pine City comes back up the other way, 72-44. Underneath, trying to go to Unverzat. Tipped away and stolen by Addison Axtell. Addison will try and bring it forward. She gets by Judd. She then takes it to the lane. Quick step and just missing. Rebounded here by Vivian Lottie. Quick up the court to Gray. Now to Lottie. Lottie back to Gray. Gray for three. That's good. 3 threes in this second half for Paige Gray. 75-44. Quickly going. And now 5 minutes left. On this near side, Abigail Kellish. She wanted three. Get back to Addison Axel. Excuse me. Yoder for three. Oh, off the mark. This is tipped and rebounded by Boland. And I think we got a jump ball. We do. Jump ball. Possession arrow points the way of the Mustangs. So they will have it even after the rebound there by Boland. But a good job there by the Mora player just to get her arms around that ball quickly and get the jump ball. Bolin trying to get an explanation from the referee. Trying to argue her case, but it was just friendly talk between the two. Like to see that. Oh, nobody there for Mora. Oh, no. Oh, no. Abigail Kellish. She's a little bit hurt. So it's stolen away by Gray. But Abigail Kellish. Oh, no. Kellish is in some pain. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm not sure who got the foul, and I apologize, and I think it was Yoder, her fourth. Oh, my goodness. I'm not quite sure what happened with Abigail Kellish, but prayers that she is okay. Gray no good on the first. Michaela Klepper into the game. And Gray no good on that one. It's going to be rebounded here by Emma Axtell. Quickly up to, oh, no good there by Hegerness. Rebounded here by Boland. 75-44. Boland gives back to Judd, now on this near side to Gray. Trying to go inside to Unverzat, but that's just off the mark. Stolen away by Hegerness. Hegerness going to go quickly. Give to Emma Axtell, and she comes up short. Judd did a really good job of getting there, putting her hands up, and not drawing the foul. That's a smart play there by Judd. She'll give over to Boland. That's going to be knocked out of bounds. They're going to say off of Boland. And Boland absolutely in disbelief. Can't believe it. Johnson in for Unverzat, and Boland will catch a breather. In for her comes Ganote. 4:09 to go in the game. 3 from Addison Axtell is going to be no good. Rhea Johnson, oh my goodness, what a battle there by Addison Brady. She simply wanted it more. Great job there. Ganote blocks the pass by Addison Axtell, but now Addison gets it back. She's got the lane to drive and can't get it to fall. Just hasn't been able to get that touch here tonight, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Judd brings it forward. She'll kick to Gray in this near side corner. Now she steps out to the elbow, trying to go underneath the Michaela Klepper. Stolen away by Emma Axtell, and I go through puberty once again. Brady through some traffic. Shot is up and good for Addison Brady. 75-46. And Judd brings it forward. Under 3.5 to go now. Judd stays at the Mora Mustang M logo. Give to Michaela Klepper. Drives inside. Nice Euro step. High off the glass. It's no good. Knocked out of bounds by Mora's Hegerness. And it will stay with Pine City. Yoder and Casamar check in for Addison and Emma Axtell. 3:13 left in the game. Inbound. Ganote will get to Johnson. Now to Judd. Judd will give back to Johnson. Johnson picks it up. Gives it over to Gray. Gray looked at the basket, tried to drive, and then she was pushed. And we're going to get another foul here on Mora. It'll be the 9th or the 10th. And sadly, Yoder, that's her 5th. You hate to see anybody have to sub out because of fouls, but Yoder will. Emma Axtell will check back in for her. Meanwhile, oh, I do not have her on the roster. I apologize. Not sure who number 33 is, but she is in the game for Pine City. And we'll try and find her number and the correct name. Meanwhile, Gray hits the first free throw. And Gray hits that one as well. So 77-46. And Genesis Potter now into the game as well. Again, I apologize. I do not have number 33 on the roster here. I can't quite tell who that is, so I apologize. Meanwhile, Mora has it back. It's Brady. She gives over to Hegerness. Now to Kellish. That's Isabella Kellish. Brady gets around the defenders. She throws it up high. It's going to be no good, and into the hands of Judd for the rebound. She just kind of waited there patiently and went, all right, eventually it'll get to me. And it did. Now over to Johnson. Rhea Johnson will look it back to Judd. Judd looking, calling out the play. Wanted to go to Klepper. She gets a screen instead. Going to get an illegal screen, though, on Klepper. So Michaela Klepper, unfortunately, moved with that screen, and should be 2 shots. Checking in for the Mustangs is going to be number 24. She'll check in for Emma Axel. That's Josie Kastenbauer. Oh, no, it won't be 2 because it's an offensive foul. Meanwhile, looks like we'll get a couple more in there for Pine City. And they're going to get this one on Addison Brady. Thought they said 14. They did. So 24 and, was that the only sub? No, 20. 24 and 20 are into the game, and we'll get you those names in just a moment. 24 is Daya Klatt, and 20 is Kalia Berglund, or Daya. Apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Klatt for 3. It's going to come up short. Rebounded there by Hagerness. Meanwhile, a 2 here for Mora is going to be no good. Michaela Klepper gets the rebound. And back the other way. Klepper pulls it up, gives to Klatt. Klatt on the far side, trying to drive. Trying to go inside, but the pass just a little bit long for her teammate, number 33. Again, we're not sure who that is. And now that's Adeline Hagerness, who was able to drop it in for 2, 77-48. Under a minute and a half to go. Michaela Klepper looks, gives to Potter on this near side. Potter will give to 33. She keeps it alive and nearly stolen away, but 33 gets it back, and this time it will be stolen away. I think we're going to get that on Klatt. Yeah, they will. So she'll pick up her first foul. And Mora will go and shoot 2 free throws. It will be Isabella Kellish. 1:06 to go in the game. 77-48 is the score. JV squads are basically in there now for both teams. Kellish, first one is no good. And 25 and 32 check in for the Mustangs. 25 is Kennedy Gravening. And we'll wait after this free throw. Kellish, good. So she makes 1 of 2 there. 77-49, and 32 is Emma Lind for Mora. So those young ladies check in for the Mustangs. And meanwhile, Pine City has it. They lost it. And is that Lind? No, that is instead Kennedy Gravening with the steal. Now for 2 on the other way. It's no good. Into the arms of Isabella Kellish for the rebound. Another 2 here attempted by Josie Kassenbauer. It's no good, but she's fouled. And she'll go to the line and now shoot 2. This foul going to go against Kalia Berglund. So first one, no good. 46 seconds to go here in the game. And that one's going to get a friendly bounce. It's good. 77-50. And had one more substitution. Is that number 10? It is. Number 10 is Brooklyn Monkberg. Meanwhile, Pine City has it back offensively. A 3 here from Potter. It's no good. Michaela Klepper right underneath to get the rebound. This is no good as well. And taken back by Mora. That was Josie Kassenbauer. And 26 seconds to go. Isabella Kellish gets the inbound there from Emma Lind. Poked out from behind. Klatt nearly got the steal. Instead it will be Potter. Potter going to take it the distance. Potter drops it in for 2. She gets a standing O from her teammates on the bench. 79-50. 10 seconds to go. We'll see probably one more shot here by Mora. Here comes Emma Lind. Lind to the basket. Ooh, they're going to get a foul here on Michaela Klepper. So her second. 4 seconds to go. Emma Lind will shoot 2. That will pretty much seal this one up. And that one's good. Emma Lind, good on the first. That one good as well. Emma Lind, good on both. 79-52, the inbound, and that will do it. Klatt gets the inbound, and she gives it back to Klepper, and that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. The Dragons get the victory here this evening over the Mora Mustangs in an important section game. And in this one, it is final. The Dragons get the victory 79-52 over Mora. Well, it was a fun game, but unfortunately here in the second half got a little bit away from Mora. But nonetheless, both these teams did a great job. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors for our post-game show brought to you by Pizza Pub of Pine City. Stay tuned. We'll also try and get our player of the game and Coach Judd for an interview as well.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just $2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W Root Beer Freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
When Minnesota winter hits hard, you want a heating expert who gets central Minnesota. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance, your hometown pros for furnaces, repairs, and smart upgrades that keep your home warm without burning cash. Locally owned, trusted for decades. Fast, honest service from people who live where you live. Stay warm, Minnesota. Dale's Heating and Appliance, the local heating experts who've got you covered. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com to set up your consultation today.
Well, we're back here on WCMP. The Dragons get the victory in this one, 79-52. And it was a good game here in this one. Unfortunately, Pine City just got things going a little bit more in that second half and started to pull away. And well, then they just had all momentum going their way. And it was just Mora couldn't really get anything going. So Pine City was able to get the victory here, 79-52. And we'll see if I can't get a word with Coach Judd and a player of the game. Looks like they're trying to clear out pretty quick. So we'll see if I can get one. May not happen tonight as it looks like. So that might be unfortunate. But a really good game nonetheless. It was Pine City. It was close at half, 33-20. And the way it was in the first half, I I didn't think either team really had it. In fact, I thought it was more or less Mora had the advantage, and they were playing from behind and doing a good job there and kind of kept Pine City on their heels. And Pine City never really looked comfortable in the first half, but then coming out in the second half, what a strong second half for Pine City, getting things done in more ways than one, creating turnovers, getting some key rebounds, getting some big shots from players, and man, what a play, or what a game, what a play. I mean, there were some fantastic plays, but what a game this was for both teams. But let me tell you what, Pine City absolutely enjoyed having Vivian Lati back. That energy she brought going on the court, coming off the court, on the bench. She's able to be there when she was injured on the bench, but man, it's just so different when she's able to be in the game and play, and you could certainly see it here this evening. We'll try and get an interview, but I may not have it tonight. Meanwhile, leading the way for Pine City, it was Mallory Klepper with 29 points, 15 all in the second half for Paige Gray, 12 for Vivian Lati. Then you had 8 for Unverzat, 6 for Bolin, 5 for Ganote. Let's see, I got everybody, yep. And then 2 for Johnson and Potter. 15 rebounds for Klepper, 8 for Bolin. They had 13 team steals, 1 block, and 22 team fouls. On the other side for the Mora Mustangs, leading the way for them, well, they kind of did it a lot through many different players, and we didn't get one set player who really stood out amongst the rest. It was Addison Axtell who led the team with 9 points, and he had 7 for Brady, Kassenbauer, and Yoder. And they all had 7 points. Then you had, Kellish, Brady, Kassenbauer, and Yoder all had 7 points. Then you had 5 for Hegerness, 4 for Emma Axtell, and then 3 for Isabella Kellish, 2 for Lind, and 1 for Josie Kastenbauer. 9 rebounds for Addison Axtell to lead the team, 17 steals as a team, 2 blocks both in the second half, and 21 team fouls. So again, a really good game here by both teams. Just a fantastic run. It was a lot of fun to be a part of, a lot of fun to watch, and just a whole heck of a great game. And again, it's got lopsided there in the second half, but both these teams played their hearts out here tonight. And even though Pine City was able to find a little bit of a rhythm here in the second half, if you get Mora 1 or 2 more plays, this thing completely looks different at the end. I think what happened was Pine City started to get that team's speed going, and also just started to hit from long range. Klepper had a few, but Gray in the second half had 3 of them. Bolin had 1. Although Vivian Lati did not hit a 3, she got a 3-point play. So I think those sort of things started to pile up. And also, Pine City early on, the fouls started to pile up. And you were just kind of sitting there going, oh boy, Mora's got them in a spot that they can really get a lot going for themselves. And all of a sudden it looked like, man, here comes Mora. They've got Pine City in a great spot to kind of put some pressure on them and maybe get into early foul trouble and put them in a bad spot early on. For Mora, unfortunately, Pine City just adjusted really well, and then Mora kind of went cold offensively, and I think that's the biggest thing here. They just couldn't keep the offense rolling like they had earlier in the game, and that's unfortunately why they wind up losing here, is they just couldn't quite be as consistent as they were before. We do have some Dragon players coming back in, so we'll see if we can't get a interview. We'll keep things here. We'll see if we can't get Lati in as well as Klepper, and yes, Klepper will be joining us. She'll be coming up. So we'll see here. We will we'll get Klepper up, and she will be our player of the game, as I will get the microphone out, and we'll get this going. But again, a really good game here for the Dragons tonight. A win on the road over a rival. I mean, can't ask for much more, but we'll get everything plugged in here. So there we go. Now we'll be joined by 2 Dragon members, and that is Mallory Klepper and Vivian Lati. First of all, congrats on the win here tonight.
Thank you.
And you guys, it was a really tough first half, a battle for everybody. Fouls kind of piled up a little bit, but what was the mentality going in there into the second half, even though it was still pretty close?
Kind of just maintaining our lead, knowing the score going into that second half was 0-0. Just keeping the energy up. We know we needed to kind of lock in on defense in a couple of our passes, but we ended up figuring it out in the second half, and it all worked out in the end.
And our new saying is first 5 minutes play really hard, and then the rest of the game will be easy. So we focused on that.
Yeah, you could really tell in the second half, though, fouls started to pile up once again. So what was the message there? Because it started to get a little bit daunting with some players in some foul trouble.
Definitely moving our feet on defense. It's really easy to kind of get lazy and start to reach. And also just not respecting the official's decision, even if you don't agree with it.
And also knowing that we're the taller team and they have to shoot over us. So if we just wall up and stay straight up, they most likely won't make a layup. And if they do, like, kudos to them.
Well, you got things going in the second half for sure. You started to pull away. What was kind of the moment in this game where you realized, okay, we're starting to gain some traction?
I honestly think it's when we started playing a lot more aggressive defense and getting those tips, getting those steals. It gets us going, but it also gets the crowd going, and it gets like the momentum and just the adrenaline pumping.
Yeah, what she said.
Well, Vivian, this is your first game back. How did it feel to get back out there? You look like you're all smiles.
I was so nervous. My stomach hurt so bad. But once I got out there, I felt a lot better. I played a lot better than I was expecting, so I think that helped contribute to my mood.
And with her pull-up 3 right off the bat,
I knew that shot was either going to be the best thing ever or the worst thing I've ever done. And it turned out to be great, so it all worked out. I'm happy to be back. This is like the perfect time to be back. So I have 2 games before playoffs start. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, and this team, again, you mentioned a couple games before playoffs start, but this is another big win for you guys, getting another section win, another conference win. What does that do for this team's confidence going forward, knowing there's only a couple games left?
I think it really helps us understand where we are going to be section playoffs. Like, we know that we have a good chance at having a home playoff game and just having that energy and having that drive to continue to play good so we can have that home playoff game.
Yeah, it's definitely helping our QRF and then also helping with this team's momentum going into the end season. We have 2 more games until playoffs start, so I'm excited to be able to dominate those.
Well, you guys finish off the regular season at home, so how nice is that?
It is great. Well, at least the second game we won't have the boys there, but having the boys at our game on Tuesday will be just great. And Spectrum is a tough team for us. We always have a battle with them, so just having the crowd on our side will be great.
Yeah, I'm really excited to have our final game be at home, and then especially it being senior night. I think it'll be a great way to wrap up the end of the season with my girls.
Absolutely, and Spectrum guys, a little bit of revenge looking for from last year.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm locked.
Well, there you have it. Well, both of you, thank you so much for joining me. Congrats on the win here tonight. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
That again was Mallory Klepper and Vivian Lottie, both joining us here in the post game. And again, a big win, section conference QRF. You heard it right from them. They know what's coming up. They know that this is a big time game for them to win, and this meant everything for them to get this win here tonight. And you heard it from both of them. It felt great for Vivian to be back out there, but Mallory Klepper, man, oh man, you kind of tell she was going to be the one to kind of take over, if you will, here in this game, because we look at it in this game, and you look at it kind of where did the spark come from? Well, one, Lottie, she hit a big 3 coming right into the game, made a defensive play, but Klepper had those big rebounds, 15 of them. 3 steals as well. Also with 3 steals was Bolin, by the way. Don't want to forget about her. She had 8 rebounds as well. She was a bulldog out there once again trying to get those rebounds. And then, but again, Klepper had 14 in the first, 15 in the second. Points-wise, it was just a phenomenal game here all around for the team, and we'll get to Coach Judd here quickly. Judd, first of all, thank you so much for joining me. Congrats on the win here tonight.
Yeah, thank you. That was a much-needed win, bouncing back from Monday night's game, and not only a conference game, but a section opponent, so it was nice to get a win. And
now you beat this team twice, but thinking about this going forward, you have 2 more games left. How nice is it to get not only a section, but also a conference win going into the last 2 games of the season? Yeah, that was our, like I said, our last conference game. It was nice to finish the conference with a victory, and we have a winning record with it. I think we're probably overall finishing 3rd in the conference, maybe 4th. I don't remember which one, but obviously Crosby and Bram are the top there. But yeah, the section win was huge. Probably solidified a home playoff game for us, and we're not satisfied. We're hoping to keep working, get another win or 2, and get ourselves maybe up farther into the section. So. And you were able to get Lottie back into the lineup here tonight. What did it mean for this entire team to see her back out there and right as she got into the game make a couple plays? Yeah, it's huge. I mean, she's kind of that the rah-rah person on our team that gets the energy up, and so
just seeing her back in the warm-ups, getting on the floor, that was enough as it was, and then come in and make a couple threes right away, and really kind of carried us in the first half, if I'm being honest, with the way she got us going, at least in the first half of the first half. So
right.
Yeah, it was wonderful. We're glad she played, and she's healthy, and it's what we need going into playoffs. So
no doubt, and this was a very much a team game. Yes, Klepper led the team with nearly 30 points, but you look, everyone gets on the stat sheet in some sort of way, and even if they didn't, they were making certain plays here tonight. What was it like to see your team come out and be as one like they were here?
Yeah, it was fantastic just getting our players, like I said, our players starting to play together again like they were, and I love the just that every kid knows they don't have to score the points to make a difference, you know, like whether it's making a great defensive stop, getting a box out to help somebody else get a rebound, you know, the things that maybe don't show up on the stat sheet, that's what these players do, and they're unselfish like that. So obviously from the scoring section, Mal, you know, led the team in the scoring. She's now 3 away from 1,000, which is a fantastic thing. We wanted to wait till home, hopefully. And
right.
It worked out that way,
Yeah.
and so it's wonderful for her. I'm so happy for her, all the hard work she's done. She's got a chance to, you know, be a part of a special club at Pine City.
No doubt. Well, Coach, we'll let you get going, but congrats on the win here tonight. Good luck going forward in those final 2 games at home.
Thank you very much. All right, go Dragons.
That, again, was Coach Judd. Appreciate him for joining us here. So, again, Dragons get the win here this evening, 79-52, but what a game it was. Mora should not hang their heads. Mora is still a very good team, still a talented team, and they are, I still believe, they are going to make waves in that section playoff, and I still think they can be one of the teams that you look at and go, okay, you can't just overlook this team. You have to beat them. You're not just going to get a game from Mora, plain and simple. They're still a really good team, and this is going to be a team that is going to be really tough to beat in the playoffs, and I hope they can carry themselves as such. That is going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Again, I apologize. I'm losing my voice. I got to save it before we get back for next week. Next week's a big week. It's the final regular season games for girls, so next week is very important. 79-52, Dragons beat the Mustangs. Tune into our morning shows for the sports update, our websites for interviews, links for the games we'll be at. Stay tuned to our social medias for all things local sports, Facebook, Instagram, our X or Twitter at Community Sports, all that and more for local sports. I'm going to get going. I'm going to let everyone in here get their jobs done because I'm just in their way at this point. So appreciate you all for tuning in. Again, remember, be kind to everyone. You never know what someone's going through. Your kindness can truly make their day. For WCMP, for KBEK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thank again to you for tuning in. Thanks to our fine sponsors. Have a great rest of your night and also a fantastic weekend.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work from home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber, simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
That concludes our broadcast from KBEK Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit KBEK.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station, or the nice 95.5 mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. Nice 95.5 is KBEK FM Mora. That concludes our broadcast from KBEK Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit KBEK.